I'm just gonna go through the tasks here. It's really simple stuff. We're tackling real-world bullshit and just letting them have fun with all the handguns from vanilla and the shotguns that almost they would never use otherwise. What I am excited for tonight, though, is Friday night fights.
Whoever that was, yeah.
A lot of you seem to really like that, and I'm like, yeah, screw it. We'll do some more PvP commentary. And I've been working with Barbarian to come up with some weird new ideas for
guys, if you want ammo in the vehicle,
the intermission bullshit.
Yeah, I don't believe that we need them more than one engagement.
And someone just shot someone.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you give a bunch of random chuckleheads guns. So I'm just gonna go up the... Actually, that's the third objective. We'll read that one first. Yeah, Nim, I'm gonna try to do that almost every Friday. I meant to play TM's Op last night, but I passed the fuck out after BIA because I drank too much.
Moxie, you're the other squad lead for Echo, right?
I'm Echo squad lead, yes.
Ruby, I do want to do air PvP, but there isn't really that many pilots that would be interested, you know?
Then the coastline, but that's, yeah.
Nah, James, you just gave him the double barrel, so...
Yeah, just try and keep us in tree cover as long as possible without me breach town.
Let's see how everything
yeah,
goes.
that's better.
Anyone else?
Well, might as well go on foot then.
Considering this is the entire team's full arsenal for now?
Absolutely not.
Trying to work fortunately as well.
I mean, they're meant to go on foot. I mean, it says in here that the one Vic they're given is meant for reinserts. And then they'll steal vehicles from up here after they clear that area. All the Vics will unlock. I got lazy. I didn't want to key a bunch of vehicles to unlock via variables and a trigger, so I'm just going to do it manually with Zeus because I can't be bothered.
Yeah, someone's coming this way.
Go down.
Yeah, well, if you know where a bunch of pilots are, Ruby, that want to do it, then feel free to pass.
Is everybody ready to roll? Yes or no?
Sure.
More like 60 seconds.
I'm fucking roll up whenever you boys just tell us.
Simple, Charlie.
There's a man.
Well, I'm heading out then.
No, James, that's from RHS with Doomsday rounds. We don't, vanillas, at least these public ops, I tend to keep them very, purely vanilla, more than anything.
You're not gonna get alright. This is for reinserts.
Well, I mean, Nim, we'll see what happens. All the Vics are locked right now. We'll see how things go.
I'm sure you can handle 3 people.
So, again, really simple op. I just have random checkpoints here for them to shoot people. And this is, again, it's a public Friday op. They're just meant to pew-pew their guns. Yep, have fun.
We got coppers on the roads northwest.
Yeah, JFax, I found that if you give the players, like, too much of choices, then they'll just... They won't use them sometimes, which is silly, but we'll see how things go.
Spotted, I guess. Might as well just hit them from the rear or side.
Yeah, that'd be a better idea.
You're back and you're gonna talk about chickens? Okay. Sure. Nim, I'm sorry, with these guys, I can't... Do all of them... They all have shotguns. Except for one dude. I just realized that. I gave him a bunch of handgun selections. And they all went for the shotguns. Jesus Christ. Only there's a few guys in front with handguns, another like 1 or 2 in the middle, but they all went for shotguns. Also the long barrel, like...
Good check on 50.
Okay, that's a new fact. If you give them a sawed-off and the full-on, they prefer the full-on instead of the sawed-off. There you go, TSB statistics. Yeah, these are all players. Let me tab out real quick. How many guys do I have in this op? We have about 38, so... That's about the standard size of any TSB op on a primary slot, to be perfectly honest. Usually these ops get to anywhere between 50 and 60 players, but I'm making them less complex because I was a little disappointed how they all got killed in a kill box. Hi. Oh, you're not talking to me. Lol, never mind.
flagged me out for some odd reason earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I crashed before I even get the chance to log into the server.
Alright, I'm just gonna come over here and listen to them locally. I'll be doing a lot of our scene today as well. But yeah, they literally just walked around my little stupid checkpoint.
I don't think the policemen have machine guns.
They probably do.
Direct south.
They could literally just avoid it.
Show up for 15 minutes. We're legally allowed to leave.
Why are we going the south when
You're being friendly.
We're shooting them.
3, 2, 1. Open fire.
And got schwacked.
We need to work on our battle lines.
Well, that just happened. Let me ungarrison some squads here to send them over. Oh, why didn't that work?
To move north, we are going
Here, I actually have to physically move him. There we go.
West.
Come on.
Let me take things.
We're going north.
northwest.
Alright, let me, get some cop cars here to respond to that. I'm gonna send them from a distance, so it'll actually take a few minutes for them to get there.
Alpha's gonna push MSR.
Charlie's pushing as well.
Phew, he just got shot. And he just got shot by a shotgun too. Wow, everyone's gonna get shot by a shotgun today. That was not the right button.
My boys are following you. Just keep them until we regroup again.
I guess so.
You'll see me doing a little bit of our scene here and there. Gonna make sure those Vics keep locked. But yeah, to break them from these guys' preset garrison, I just gotta do a little RC and then they'll adjust. No, no, he said. Okay.
Open fire.
I'm a man of the people.
We have a medic.
Where's Broad? Where's Broad? Where's Broad? Broadshore. If you tell me to TP to the guy you're next to, I'll do it if you're a late joiner, you know?
Broadshore, cancel that.
If that's what you want.
We got a massive amount of cops to the northwest.
Yeah, so the pistol guys aren't really gonna last too long. That sounds like a Vic.
Okay, we killed a number, and then they.
Oh, I forgot to lock one. Alright, that's fine. Meanwhile, Calum's just walking up here. And he gets shot. Alright, let's bring in some bigger people. I'm not gonna have any PMC boyos show up until a little later. These guys have more PDWs, so it'll get a little more messy. Let's see, we'll spawn something right here. Alright. Yeah, Calum's just doing Calum things, but now these guys have a little bit to worry about because these dudes with the P90s are a little scarier. Ooh, I got shot. So, let's teleport up, and I'll focus a bit more on talking with you guys here. No, it's not the same thing as the Bornholm incident. This is just meant to be a mini campaign or a one-off, depending on what happens.
Medic.
You just hear a lot of people calling for medics. This is interesting. It looks like most of the Vics some of the Vics got overrided. Let's get the rest of them out.
He's not gonna bleed out.
Okay.
Just cover me.
Medic. So you're also dead.
Yeah, so a lot of dudes just got killed right there, which is unfortunate.
Alright.
Hello?
You have
You're in the fucking street. I found a radio.
It is a strong weapon at close ranges.
Yeah, like your gem, I want P90. Hit unawares, thank you.
It's the P90.
Fuck your gem, I want a P90.
Welcome back.
Alright. So, they've gotten up to that.
Accomplished. Anyone else dead?
Dude, dropping ammo here.
Oh, crap.
And he gets blasted away. Alright, so let's see. Let's make a helipad invisible.
Oh, for God's sakes, guys.
Alpha, Bravo,
I think I'm actually only gonna send one.
Green. Bravo, green. Alpha's down all over the place, but we've secured the docks.
Well then.
Someone just ran
Okay.
In the direction of your boys.
At the objective marker right now.
Idiot, you knocked me out.
We also have the respirators.
Affirm you went north.
Yeah, north to the objective.
So they're putting the sirens on and stealing police Vics. That's funny. And Holy Light, I think, is still there for reinserts.
Charlie must get the docks, must equipped.
Echo's on the move.
I'm gonna kill the vehicle for that. I hate it when they pull that meta stuff and just run over a bunch of AI with a Vic. Alright, and then you got these guys coming. Gotta do with the handgun, alright. Whew. Just showing off the power of that handgun there. And they left the sirens on of these Vic. Ay, ay, ay. It's gonna be a little annoying. Nah, they're just moving in as an angry mob. So if I see him try to kamikaze with any Vicks here, I'll go ahead and take care of it. I'm gonna lock the remaining police Vicks, learning my mistake from that one. Ah, Brain, it's going A-okay. Pistol whip 3 of them, yeah, right?
Alpha, was there crate to loot or something, or just nothing?
Anybody have a mask?
I know, there's an enemy.
Now we're hearing a large amount of bullets flying over here in this firefight.
West, when you're ready.
Oh.
But yeah, I mixed 9mm PDWs, the Vector, and I forget what other PDW. Just engaging what I can see. Dropped silent over there. Junior pulled over on his own. That's a little risky, but I'm gonna remote this guy to get him out of his RC and turn them around as well. Alright, let's do 2 more vans. I'm not gonna send military people just yet. PMC dudes got dropped off, but I think they left one of their drivers in as a co-pilot. That's alright. Swarms of infantry, plenty of targets for them to shoot at. Go ahead and just delete that. That way that squad can behave autonomously. We'll be streaming this op, and then we'll be back at 8 for Friday night fights.
Other squads be advised, I was going to start pushing southwest towards the next objective.
If sure, Mac will follow you.
This is Charlie.
Ooh, got me with a handgun. Nice. Just smacking who I can. More QRF coming in. And let's take care of some bodies, too.
This is Roger, we got contacts west.
I am shooting to kill because there's a lot of them, so this is just to help stem the tide. Because, you know, we can down a bunch of them, just more will keep showing up. So yeah, a lot of down dudes, but the medics will just immediately pick them back up, so there's not much I can do, per se. It's just, it's like trying to build a sandcastle next to the ocean. Eventually, it will fall. It's just a matter of when. But those are nice ops to do because players can have a lot of fun, kill a bunch of targets, things will go A-okay. So, Silent over here, I guess he was just left behind. They might backtrack to find him. But I'm gonna go ahead and teleport up to this mass cad. You got people coming up. I wish I had a police shotgun. That'd be pretty nice.
Could have been on that.
Just drop me.
I am stuck.
Better weapon.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
Revive them, I got dead.
Try shooting.
Should be
Try shooting.
50, but
Yeah, I tried shooting. Kind of close on them.
Yeah, it looks like they came back and got him.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Alright.
Medic. One of you guys a medic over here?
Medic's here.
Yeah,
We got one more guy over here.
Got him.
Got a guy over here as well.
Oh, hello, Lucky. Hello, Bavarian.
Any
Nice to
P90
see you again.
first?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. I got a blue vest on.
Airfield.
You stinger man.
But not a police vest.
Oh shit,
Bro, that's very dangerous.
Alright, there's a shit ton of AI here now. We're getting to ridiculous levels of police.
Okay.
Got inside.
How you at long nights do that?
Yeah, there's an RC here.
There's called RC guy over here.
Ow. Oh god.
It's Liru. Ah, that guy was following me. I thought I saw a car drive away, but that was that's just Caleb.
And we do it all again.
Alpha Bravo, Charlie, how are you doing?
Down.
Just the same one in the back.
That does not sound good.
So now they're starting to get body armor to circumvent some of the gunshots here, which is a-okay. If I could just get one guy on a good flank, you can do a lot of damage, so that's exactly what I'm gonna try to do. Because again, you can do a lot to these guys.
Yep.
That's a fucking complex.
One of them going up in the high ground. It's a freaking lift symbol. Oh no, he gets shot by Darren Dan!
Bravo, Charlie, Echo, watch your fire, maybe blue on blue at this time.
If only I had some grenades. No, this isn't a PvP op. This is me just trying to stem the tide because they're going a lot quicker than I thought they
Bravo,
would.
Echo, Charlie, did you guys pick up police or infantry uniforms?
Enemy southwest. Enemy southwest.
If some people don't have the dark blue things and they look very similar to police uniform, I believe that's the issue.
They look similar, they gotta make sure.
Why are you wearing medic clothes?
So yeah, now we're just fighting dudes with P90s and it's getting ridiculous.
Unknown, that's the problem.
I got one dude in here. Only 5 bullets left. And I'm out of ammo.
Hello, brother. Hello, brother. Answer this one? Yeah. There we go. Yeet. Working stairs when you can just morph through the fucking railing. Yeet.
See, they all have police uniforms, so they're all getting confused by, you know, who's an AI, who's a player, so if I RC them, they get confused.
If you're not busy shooting somebody, you should be.
Turn the corner and there's 3 dudes. At least they're pulling better corner security now. But let's make this a little ridiculous here.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Okay, this was my vehicle.
This is Bradshaw, I'm on.
For some reason, it's
once you change the
This is pressure right back on my feet.
Close or bug.
Just trying to maximize the time.
Medics, find yourself a CCP set up. Let's see if we can get some work done.
Yeah, again, they eventually tear through that entire group of infantry.
Watch the building west northwest.
And I'm gonna sneak some Vicks behind him, kind of like box him in.
Yeah, by the way, I just friggin' nailed the guy with this shotgun. I like this.
Shot from the west.
I flipping approved.
Okay, push up. If you're not medicing, push up west. We've got a foothold. Let's go.
Let me drive people.
Holy Light brought in a reinsert. He's getting some shots.
Yeah, nice. Reload.
Send it over there, find as many vehicles as you can, bring them back to this position at the hotel.
Ay. Alright, now through this massive mess, I gotta unlock all these vehicles. Alright.
Should pull the pin and try and chew on it. It tastes great.
But yeah, so far so good. Just a nice little slaughter of AI. Let them all play with the shotguns, a little bit of combat looting.
This is Alpha to all other squads. We're just gonna coalesce around this building first, then push up from there.
Just make sure we lock the police fix too. I'm not gonna have my police use technicals for this one. So I'm gonna do a body cleanup in a moment.
I believe it's called a hotel.
Yeah, there's just a lot of slaughter. If I want to, I could probably send some through the rear.
So let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Did just drop one of them.
Charlie is bringing out between the hotel and back to town to set for weeks.
Echo's moving east.
Yep, so as long as you can get an RC down, because the AI with base vanilla aren't the best in the world, so...
This is Alpha to all. If everybody load up in the VIX so we can get moving.
Give a little suppression. Alright. There's a lot of smoke.
Are you taking Vicks from the hotel?
Trying to get my fresh magazine. I think I was able to get Richie there. Nope, it was, I think, Fred. He ended up getting me.
I put down RP join. When you get in a VIC, just go to there as quick as you can. Let's get out of here. Let's go do what we need to. RP join will be on the main road.
Alright, so we're gonna do a little wave of a lot of stuff here. those things come in.
It's fine if you are with all squads, link with them.
We got the military boyos, which we'll start sending soon.
Pop smoke, disengage.
Everyone has some time. Priority is finding Vix and linking back with all the squads.
Everybody move. We are going to disengage.
Inside the town itself.
I'm gonna put up some more vehicles here.
No one else do anything?
But yeah, again, like I said, this probably won't last more than like an hour and a half tops, and that's if they really bumbled it or something. I have all these guys pulling back. And I'm gonna start taking care of more bodies. But yeah, oh well, they're just fighting through, and it's part of the fun. I know the Mexican police use technicals, but just didn't feel like making any police-themed ones. Plus, I think a technical would shred the hell out of them. We might see some in the airfield, though. I could always change things mid-up. So I'm gonna have some of these guys give chase. Meanwhile, some of these guys are dismounting. They're looking up there at the next line of Vix that I've reinforced a little checkpoint right there. So, dangerous part of the players is when they get cut off like this, you never know what could happen. This guy, I'm just going to say he's run away, and then we got a few guys that are, I guess, regrouping, because this guy is hurt. Let me guess, you're out of... No, you can treat yourself. I don't know why the AI don't treat themselves sometimes. It makes for some really silly stuff. Otherwise, these guys are just going to backtrack and hopefully find some proper Vix here. So, we have a little bit of a lull here. Seems like a lot of, like, Payday 2 levels of police, yeah, right? That's alright. Again, Friday Public Ops, it's just meant for people to have fun shooting shit, because, fun fact, when people play Arma 3, one of the big things they like to do is pew-pew their guns. So what do? I just make an op where they can pew-pew their guns and everyone's happy.
Be advised, Echo is getting a police van.
You know what I mean? That's all they need. It's even an op where Caleb can run off on his own. You know, in hindsight, this would have actually been a good spot to do QRF from, but I overlooked that. Oh well. Okay. Let's go check that out, because he just pulled up right in front of you guys, so go deal with that. I don't know.
This is Charlie. This is Bradshaw. We're making our way to the RP.
Jesus Christ. My guys kept running into my bolt frickin' gunshots there. That guy just got taken the heck out. Alright. So much for that. Alright, I'm gonna redo the kit of these guys. I'm gonna keep these guys in here, but let's make these guys be the QRF. When the hell did I get you? So So yeah, military guys with plate armor. A little bit of a tougher challenge. These guys going off on their own because their AI brain just told them to. I don't know why, but they are. Karn, meanwhile, coming over here. I guess he's going to drop dudes off. That patrol's right there. Curious to see if those guys try to run that checkpoint with this many dudes right here. But let's see. With the absence of bodies... everyone's now moving to the second area. Yeah, so these guys are now going to check that out because, again, dynamic AI will do that. They're now going to pull around. These guys might actually turn around. Going to actually have them go do that. Now you're having people charge the airfield. So I'm going to get the PMCs in some fortified areas. So these dudes, it's TAR-20s, a few regular police guys, but it's modular, plate, light combat vest, and the TAR-20 again, because just playing around with some of the layers. So also to show that, you know, with the medical system, as crazy as this one, and with enough players, you can just steamroll. All this QRF starting to come in, and we'll get some police vans to show up as well. Let's see, we probably want them facing this way. And I'll leave them unlocked now because... by now, it doesn't really matter, because this is just the end point. But a nice little quick op to just have some fun shooting guns. So I forget how many dudes are in each van. I think it's like 15, so that's what, 60 AI? Not too bad. And I'm going to fold all these AI into various choke points here. And while these guys are still here, taking their sweet time. Helicopters are auto-aggroing. That's A-okay. And we'll get them away. Yeah, TSB, we've got at least 15 different Zeuses that do stuff. It's all on our schedule, just everyone has a name slot, and there's also some Zeuses that don't have slots that only pick up fill-in ops. It's a nice system we have. I mean, that van is clearly visible by that guy, so I'm gonna have him go check out why there's a Vic all the way over there. That's a little suspicious. Alright, let's get those deleted. Oh, didn't mean to drag glitch that one, but that happened. And that should be good. Yeah, so they're repositioning. I don't know why, I just had a random craving for cookie dough, too. God, I'm weird. Bornholm's such a nice map. Good for, you know, it's a really big landmass. I'll be doing quite a few things here. Sunken treasure mission. I don't get it. See, these guys are driving right into this group here. The players, they've all separated, so this is where we might see some issues. Because now they're all Now that they're all broken apart, it just might be a divide and conquer style thing here, so Holy Light might have more dudes to drive in. I shot the heck out of that dude's windows. Now you're seeing these Vics charge in as Vics are dismounting. So I'm gonna adjust these points.
Came in one more time.
I can't believe they actually just pulled that. I'm gonna kill them all. Alright, so the rest of them are dismounting. Gonna have a massive charge now come in to kind of counter that. Everything's gonna fold in here. But yeah, maybe not beelining it is the smartest idea, but... yeah, now that, again, it's divide and conquer, a lot of the forces are back here, too. This is where things might get messy. Now you got Calum. He's gonna be playing with that hatchback sport and just running units around like crazy. So a lot of them are now going to kill themselves there. And I'm gonna be remoting units and just opening up on who's here. Calum sidestepping my shots there. Pretty much, again, only a third of their players have charged in. Now Karn's charging in. We still have this infantry that have dismounted over here that are coming in. And now we've got this wave of people coming in. So, ay. It's like they brought back some of the Vics here. But yeah, Holy's going to have a lot of people to reinsert at this rate. I'm going to take all these guys and have them come back to do a walk. Yeah, that assault didn't really go too well because, again, they divided into various vectors, and some charged in, some are staying back. But the amount of AI I've been having to throw at them to keep things balanced has been, you know, once you divide to a certain extent, that amount isn't gonna cut it anymore, you know? So Calum, I don't know where he ran off to. I think he respawned. That's funny, either way. No, we're not getting butterflies. I'm gonna be curious to see what this squad of infantry does, and, these guys do now. Because that first wave has pretty much been halted, and Fred is now just being shot at all over. So he's gonna he's gonna go prone in the warehouse and hope to get rescued. Another squad's coming in. OSH is pushing in a vehicle. I mean, they're trying to move up cover to cover, which is good. And again, like, you're just gonna see all these reinserts get up here, but they're trying to divide pieces. That's good. Send in 2 squads here. You can't do IED butterflies or IED seagulls individually because when you spawn them in, it's only a marker. It's not a physical animal like you get in, like with sheep and stuff. That's only with Ace.
Different vectors and reinsertions? We talking Arma or health glove?
Oh, Max, that's not appropriate. Well, thanks for the 23-month resub, man. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this. So, Fred is stalling the infantry right here. You see some of them trying to move around. Meanwhile, these guys, Luxie's going to have to stay very covered here because he's the only medic operating in this area. These guys wiping out a few guys to their lefts. And vehicles with reinserts are going to slowly start coming in. Meanwhile, these two guys, I don't know what they're doing, but they've gone off on that vector. Well, again, this is just another example of me predicting the players. And Galil's resorting to running over infantry with vehicles. Yeah, I think I got him with that spray. So I just take out a wheel so they can't do that anymore. And it looks like this group is starting to gain momentum. Looks like Holy was able to drop off a full wave of reinserts. And you got people running up into town now. Just blindly going, which isn't smart. And then Karn, he's displaced over here. His buddy went down. And yeah, some people are now just outright disconnecting because everything's kind of gone into chaos here. I'm not surprised. So these guys, with those reinforcements, do they still only have one medic? Yeah, so they only still have Luxie with them, but he can just stay on the back. He's medicing himself right now, and these guys are now trying to get up here and engage. But with these, some of them being reinserts, they lost any access to gear, so they've got shotguns and whatnot, and they're trying to spray up here. Looks like Fred finally went down. All right, let's get in another wave of dudes here. Let's see if anyone can hijack a helicopter. So I'm sending the pilots to careless hold fire so they don't linger when there's infantry right there. Meanwhile, these guys are getting swarmed. Their medic is still up, though, so he'll be able to get people up. These guys are just holding their own, but they got dudes right behind them. Melani's made up to Galil to try to pull him out. Pixel getting shot from the rear, not noticing he's got dudes right behind him. And now these guys are smoking their advance. Isn't that the objective, Vic? They reinserted with the objective, Vic. Amazing. Now Caleb's driving by, I guess, to try to run people over to give them support. Take a few pot shots at it. And now you got the choppers coming in to drop QRF. A lot of people went down in that smoke charge, unfortunately, including their medic. That might have been why they tried to do it, but that was... yeah, that got stopped pretty roughly. And I'm willing to bet Holy Light's doing another drop-up of people. I'm hoping people are bringing Vix back to get in reinserts, but they got the someone was able to get in the medical shipment. But it's not working out here. So these guys pushed up to this Vic. They were shot dead, unfortunately. There's still a medic right there that can assist. But now Shadow, he's gonna walk up. He's starting to shoot the pilots. And he gets shot by the guys dismounting. That pistol didn't even penetrate anything. So even though they completed the objective, it's set to just clear that area out because I wasn't expecting them to divide and conquer here. Let's see, Calum goes down trying to cover these guys moving up, but wow. A for effort, I guess, yep. But again, a good lesson of divide and conquer and how it can screw them up because, you know, in objective without vehicles, they're forced to kind of move up as a group. So they get everything done. Even when I'm remote controlling and wiping them left and right, because they have everyone together, they're still getting things going. I think, did Lucky crash something and kill someone? No, I think his teammate's down. But then once, you know, one squad comes in, they try to rush the objective. I'm going to wipe them for that. Second squad comes in, deploys. Third squad came in. Fourth squad came in. Now you're just seeing massive disconnects because they don't know how to coordinate. So I hope no one's talking on 50 because I'm probably out of their radio range, but the radios are pretty short range and I'm over here, so... An A for effort, but... Calum's up. Their medic just went down, though. We might actually fail a Friday. The Vics are still right there. I think they're just going to take a Vic and go. Oh well. I think watching that gave me a tumor. Not surprised. Now we might have this guy run up and shoot Pixel because it looks like they're leaving him. $20 they're gonna try to like run infantry over. Nope. Okay, nope. Calum's running up. OSH, meanwhile, is pulling back. Pixel's still alive, holding as more squads of military dudes come up to him. No, Calum's gone to get his Vic. I think at this rate, I'm just gonna bring in more police. Like, screw it. I'll bring 2 trucks. But I would say with all the disconnects, it's definitely been, I think the player base is beat, because at least everyone's gotten wiped at least once.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. Send in Goat Team 6.
But anyway, Qualbrain, thanks for giving out 5 subs. If you got a sub from him, make sure you thank him. But I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a kick out of this one. Almost as bad as the cell tower joke, yeah. What's Holy doing?
Send in.
See, here's the thing. Here's what I know they're gonna blame me for, though, is that I only gave the squad leaders and team leads short-range radios, and that didn't let them coordinate, even though they were all
Team 6
in a massive group, got everything, and then they started breaking off and doing their own things. People started lone wolfing, but they're gonna blame it on me. Willing to bet you. Willing to bet you. Unfortunately, Pixel went down. So I think the only thing I figured I might have to scrap this campaign, but I'm gonna just totally scrap this campaign. We're just gonna go back to basic NATO versus CSAT again. All my fault. Yep, I'm so bad, guys. Everything is absolutely my fault. I'm just gonna pull these out and move them with Vix. Screw it. Delete 3 of those guys. I put them on the road because the AI aren't smart enough to pull out of hangars, especially with jets. They'll literally, like, if you put a plane right here, they'll then try to, like, turn immediately left or right and get caught in the hangar. And it's really funny, but I'm gonna just say standby for index. I don't think we failed a Friday in a very long time, so... Who's ready for some salt? No, because it's too complicated for them, apparently. So we're just gonna keep it simple. Stupid. I know, I spelled government wrong. Oops, whatever. Yep, I spelled it wrong. Oh well. Alright, who's ready for salt?
Oh, I thought we got...
Really?
Yeah, I thought we got the fucking vans.
Check.
So you cleared the hangar, but you didn't grab the Vix. So, government just took them back.
What was the one van going away then? Or was it the masks van?
That was masks.
Yeah, that was the mask one.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just want to point something out. First 2 objectives, you guys rocked them. You basically moved as one large blob because it's hard to coordinate when you have 10-man squads and little radios, and that's perfectly fine in that situation. Then you guys completely split off. 2 of you decided to charge into the airbase gun-ho and dismount right in the middle of a bunch of infantry. You got wiped. 3rd squad came in, decided to try to cross. Giant open airfield, they got wiped. 4th squad came around, dismounted, and they did really well, but eventually, because everyone else got wiped, the remaining garrison just went off to them. And then a few dudes came in, killed the guys in the hangar, and then left without taking the Vix because they came in with the mask Vic. So, obviously, they had already sunk costs in there because they brought an objective Vic in there, but that's besides the point. And then Holy Light got overwhelmed with reinserts. No one thought, hey, maybe we should bring some of the Vics we find in the town to reinsert because no one thinks ahead, and everything became a mess. So probably just gonna scrap this campaign. Railbert, please stop hot micing with my voice. Railbert.
Okay, my mic is broken, sorry.
Just mute yourself, thank you. So I'm probably just gonna go back to EU Way World 5 bullshit. Maybe use Born Home as that map, and we're just gonna do some very basic ops. Anyway, Alpha, squad leader, go ahead.
Alpha did quite well. We stayed together very well all through the first 2 objectives. Pushed up, heavily cleared the first objective in seconds. Pushed the second one, got bogged down because of infantry shooting through bushes and stuff. That's normal. Cleared that, tried to get everybody to group together. We just half did that, half didn't. Then we pushed to an RP point. Half were still busy trying to find Vix. The other half moved up and tried to get everybody to move forward. But yeah, we had splits and no radio contact with anyone. So what happened, happened. Tried to get us in as quick as we can. The group with Alpha I was with did very bloody well clearing out as much of the police and stuff around the airfield as possible. Quite a few times we just built fire lines and murdered Gendarmerie. And yeah, we did well until we got wiped crossing the airfield. But other than that, I'm happy with Alfred. They did what they could with what little we had. Bravo.
Charlie.
Well, first of all, everybody in Charlie did their work flawlessly. I have nothing to say about. I'm sorry if my unsoft style threw them off a little. Yeah, the airfield rush was a bit bad. I saw Echo being like, okay, we're gonna charge. I was like, well, a crappy plan with 2 squads, but with 2 squads being split apart, so let's do it. And it was my mistake from doing that. Other than that, I personally loved the mission. I really did.
All right, Delta?
Well, Delta consisted primarily of a medic, so I hooked on to Echo in the last bit after just working out the blob in the first AO. Kept people going until they got shot and were running out of bleed-out timer, and unfortunately I took the mistake of getting out of cover and got shot myself. And that ended the assault from Echo's side.
All right, Echo?
Did shit, did stuff. It was very annoying with a rifleman radio, but oh well. And I didn't spawn with a radio, but I did that in Zeus feedback, so nothing for players, nothing in the whole stuff, so yeah.
Oh, good. So admittedly, guys, this was just meant to be a nice little fun op where you can turn most of your brain off, but not all of it. And hope you see why. But regardless, hope you had fun. Feel free to bash me and Zeus feedback all you want. And yeah, we'll just go back to the EU5 template for a few weeks. Maybe
Thank you.
See what happens. Otherwise, BRB. All right, so that is probably the quickest Friday op we've ever had. We didn't even get past an hour. It would have had another potentially like 20, 30 minutes. But then again, if they did that up how they were supposed to and just overwhelmed it with their numbers, I think we would have also ended around this time too. The only reason it got stretched out was because they just like separated, you know, again, divide and conquer. I called it because I'm like, yeah, they're totally going to separate out and get screwed on the airfield. So at least my predictions for the player base are still intact. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And we'll be back in 3.5 hours for some Friday night fight commentary, since you guys seemed to like that last week. So if you want to see people kill each other, come back then. Otherwise, cheers and see you soon.